This is me in bed, waking up very, very early in the morning. My bed is just way too cozy. I do not want to get up. I wanted to talk about what I've been observing about people around me or the people in my life. I see how we're all pretending, we're all putting on a facade because we feel like we have to every day. I dropped my phone. Because if we don't, then people will think we're too complicated. We are, and we don't want people to worry what we have going on in our minds or what we're dealing with on a daily basis. We don't want that. We pretend like we're satisfied with what we have in life, pretend like our lives are good. We pretend like we're okay when we're not, just to get through the day. People are dealing with different things, and it's not that easy to keep it together. It's easy for some people to keep it together, other people, it's hard for them. So we try not to let whatever is going on in our heads slow us down. But oh my God, it's exhausting. You're probably like this too. Some people are so good at masking. No one can tell what they're going through. Not even the people close to them can tell. And that's why you hear people say that they didn't know that person was feeling bad for a long time. Because they said they looked fine. Because they were so good at pretending. And that made people around them believe that. I don't want to put my problems onto other people. I don't want to do that. Because I know how it feels to be on the other side. That's a lot for a person to deal with. I know. I feel like most of us do that. We'd rather put on a facade for people to see than be vulnerable with people because it's safer. We're used to doing that. It's comfortable. And we're just really good at it. They only see what you're like on the outside. What they don't see is this. Days where you just don't want to get out of bed. Nights where you cannot sleep. Days where you just don't feel like doing anything. That's what they don't see. People who expect you to be happy all the time, in a good mood all the time, don't know how draining that is. They only see the person you want them to see. The person who always makes people laugh. The person who's always there for others. You're a light for others. People depend on you for a lot of things. Not just everyday things, but to be emotionally available for them. But you can't just stop doing that because you love them, you're close to them, and you want to be there for them. You want them to feel good. You built this fake persona of you, and now you're known for it. I'm not saying you did it on purpose. I'm not saying that. Over time, you did. To protect yourself. You told yourself that people like this version of you. And now you show up like this every day. You don't like when people see the other side of you. I don't know what happened in the past, but you don't want that happening again. You don't want to disappoint people or think of you differently. So you say to yourself, what's the point? What's the point in opening up if that's more likely to happen? What's the point if they're just going to react that way towards you? So you don't. So you just don't show people that side of you. You just don't. And if they ever try to get close and try to see what's wrong, you push people away because you don't want them seeing you like that. If they do, you will think that they'll take it a wrong way or they just won't stick around. That probably won't happen, but that's what you think would happen. Just know that some people probably won't know how to help you. They probably won't even know what to say. But that shouldn't stop you from reaching out because one day you might crack and people will notice and you will catch people off guard. They're only used to seeing you a certain way. So of course they're going to react that way because they didn't know. They didn't know what you were going through. Some of us don't have a space. They don't have people around them. Some people don't have that. So they cope with other things that are bad for them because they had to. They had no other option. They had to just to stay. They had to just to stay sane, just to escape. Because life is crazy. And it can put a lot of stress on people. Yeah, we have good days when we feel good, but we forget that we're all gonna have bad days too. We all get sad, we get angry, we get tired, etc. We're not a bad person for feeling that way. We feel those things for a reason. We're not a machine. Society forgets that. We're supposed to feel things as a human being. Even you forget that. I forget that. I forget I'm human sometimes. I do. We forget that we're on autopilot every day because our lives are so busy. We don't have time to grieve over our losses. We don't have time to rest. We don't have time to be in our feelings. We don't have time. We don't. So we just got to keep on going every day to get up, show up. But it's impossible to do that. It's impossible to show up like that every day. It just is. You're dealing with your problems. I'm dealing with my own problems. Everybody have their own problems. Everybody has their own problems to deal with. But back to what I was saying is that human beings have more than one emotion. We're all wired to feel them, mostly for survival. Our brains tell us that something is wrong and we need to do something about it. If you're in an unsafe environment, you're gonna feel scared because that's your brain telling you to escape. If someone gives you a gift and you've had it your entire life and you break it or you lose it, you're gonna feel sad. Or if someone pisses you off, you're gonna feel angry, and your brain tells you that person is the reason why you're frustrated and you need to do something about it. What I'm trying to tell you is your brain is giving you signals on how to react to certain situations. You can't go against your human nature. You can't really go against your human nature. That's how you're built. That's how you're wired. That's how all of us are wired. Don't be hard on yourself. There's more of you than what you show people. And you know what? You don't even have to do it for them. Do it for yourself. Allow yourself to feel things. You don't have to be ashamed of your feelings because we all feel things. But if you feel like you can't express yourself around people, then take some time for yourself to be alone with your thoughts. Scream, cry, be sad, do whatever. Just make sure you release everything that you've been suppressing and hiding and ignoring. It is okay. It's okay to feel things. Don't you forget that.